Welcome back to my little world. As you can hear in my voice, yes, I have been sick with the flu all week, but that's not going to stop me from doing my meal prep and getting ahead of the game. I am going back to an old staple of mine because recently my turkey mince or my beef mince and rice, it's just not doing it for me. So I am going to go back to an old staple. I haven't had pasta for a hot minute, so we're going to be doing a pasta bake. We've got our lean beef mince, we've got our carrots, we've got peas, pumpkin, we've got some canned corn, and then adding in some sauce, and of course the staple is the pasta. I think the last time I had this meal might have been when I was doing prep, or maybe even just after I finished my comp prep. I'm not sure, but I've literally been having my turkey mince or my beef mince most recently for a hot minute now. It has been a long time since I've switched up my breakfast. So if you do enjoy videos like this, then I will leave the playlist on the screen. I have created many other recipes in the past and I will continue to do so, so make sure you hit like and subscribe down below and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any uploads in the future. Let's get cooking. First things first, you want to preheat the oven to 200 degrees and then we're going to start cooking up the pasta and all of the veggies. I like to use a nice big pot for the veggies, so first things first, let's chop up the veggies. So today I'm going to be making 5 meals. I'm going to put some of these in the fridge and then some of them in the freezer for the end of the week. But what I normally do is I track it in MyFitnessPal first. I'll leave the macros and calories on the screen here, but first I weigh everything and I don't weigh it once it's cooked. So I weigh everything pre-cooking. I'm going to add about 40 to 50 grams of all of the veggies in each meal. So that makes up to be like 200 to 250 or 60 grams of veggies. So you're going to weigh that out. I'm going to chop these up. So I'm going to be making 5 meals today. Now I will put some of these in the fridge and some of them in the freezer for the end of the week. I like to do it that way and weigh everything first prior to cooking it. And I just find that this is like the easiest way for me personally to add everything up and divide everything that way. Now, I personally love making this meal. The most time-consuming part is chopping up all the veggies, but honestly, once you've chopped up all the veggies, the rest of it is so easy. When it comes to meal prep, I like to make things easy. You don't need like 100 different ingredients. You don't need like the most MasterChef-y kind of recipe. You just want to make it simple, easy, and majority of the things I cook it in like 1 to 2 pots max. Little cleanup, doesn't need to be hard. And obviously depending on how you like your veggies as well, it really depends. Like I like chopping my veggies up really small, so obviously that can be a little bit more time consuming, cutting them into like little tiny cubes, each to their own. If you like your veggies a little bit chunkier, it's going to take you less time. Once we've chopped up all of our veggies, it is time to pop everything into one pot. Add some water. That is a lot of veggies. Turn this on. I would go medium to high heat to start, just so we can get those veggies boiling quicker. And then as it goes on, you can reduce the temperature. Pop a lid on. All right, now that we've got the veggies on, I'm also going to start boiling the water for our pasta. This meal prep that I make, it does have a few more dishes involved to clean afterwards than I normally would. However, it is so worth it. Today I'm being a little bit dramatic. There's a few more, but there's only 3. So we're going to be using 1 for our veggies, 1 for our pasta, and then 1 to cook up our mince. Then we're going to combine them all together at the end. But I mean, when you go from using 1 pot or 1 pan to using 3, there's really not that much extra. I'm just being dramatic. Now that the veggies and the pasta is pretty much done, it's time to start cooking up the mince, which won't take very long. At this point, your veggies should be pretty much cooked and the pasta, so they should be just on a low heat, just simmering, just to keep nice and warm. And it is time to add in our pasta sauce to our mince. Don't like to add all of this all at once. I like to add about half, mix it around, and then later when we add everything together, then I'll add the rest. Now it's time to add everything together, but first we've got to drain our veggies and drain the pasta. Now, it's time to put it in the oven, but I would normally put it in a big tray like this. However, if you want to save some cleaning up, I'm just going to put it straight into 5 different glass containers and put that straight in the oven. Oh dear, I might need your help for a moment, please. Thank you. In the oven it goes. Okay, so that is all in the oven and everything should be pretty much cooked before it goes into the oven. It's literally just putting it in the oven so that cheese goes nice and crispy. And while that's all cooking, unfortunately it's now time for the best part, the cleanup. And there you have it, you have my meal prep all done and dusted. If you do enjoy videos like this, don't forget to like this video, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on post notifications so you don't ever miss an upload. And in the meantime, don't forget, be bright, be bold, be you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.